I believe that XRP is at the end of its correction. I think the next major rally higher is about to start anytime soon. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a few reasons of why I believe so. Now guys, this is XRP on the daily time frame, as you can see over here. And here we're actually looking at the price action since the bear market low, which occurred on the 17th or 18th of June 2022. What is very interesting is that typically the corrective phases, so where XRP is going to the downside, are a little bit longer than the pump phases. We can see that very clearly. Typically you see a pump, then you see a longer correction, you see a pump, you see a longer correction. Here also in 2024, a pump, correction, then a longer correction for XRP. So typically the corrective phases are a little bit longer. What is also interesting in terms of the time length of the corrections, the longest correction that we have seen in this entire bull market, basically since 2022 for XRP, was this one in 2024 of 115 days. The second longest correction was this one in 2022, 101 days for XRP. And the third longest was actually this one in 2024 as well, 86 days. We also had one here early 2025 of 81 days for XRP. Currently, we are 74 days into this corrective phase here, which basically started in on the 18th of July 2025. So we are right now 74 days in. So I would say the worst case scenario for XRP in terms of this correction would be maybe the month of October still sideways, maybe slightly bearish price action before that blast off in November. That would be the worst case scenario if you look at the time lengths of this whole bull run in terms of the corrections. Best case scenario, within, I would say 10 days, we could see the start of that next pump phase for XRP. So to sum it up, best case scenario, within 10 days, the next XRP pump. Worst case scenario, sideways price action in the month of October, and then a blast off at the beginning of November or so. How do we know that this corrective phase has ended and that XRP started its next major impulse to the upside? Well, very simple, guys, because if we go back to the beginning of this bull cycle, each and every time when you break this downward trend line, which I marked out in the color black, each and every time when you break this trend line to the upside, it labels the end of the correction. You can see that each and every time, if you connect as many touch points as possible, and the moment XRP breaks this trend line with at least, I would say 1, 2, 3 daily closes, that basically gives you a confirmation signal that the next pump is going to start for XRP. So also right now, you can see this downward trend line with a lot of touch points. The moment XRP breaks this trend line to the upside, which is currently located at approximately, let me give you the correct number, at approximately $2.96 for XRP. So if we close above $2.96 with at least 1, 2, maybe 3 daily closes, then we have the confirmation signal that the next pump phase has officially started for XRP. You can also see that this downward trend line coincides perfectly with the trend ribbon, which I've enabled here on the daily time frame. Each and every time when you break beyond this trend ribbon, it labels the end of that corrective phase for XRP. So yeah, pay attention to this, guys. Also make sure to watch this video that is right now popping up on your screen, because in that video I explained in much more detail what I expect here in the coming weeks for XRP. So if you haven't watched that video already here on the channel, definitely check it out. It's from a few days ago, still very relevant information. Also, if you want to buy or trade XRP or any other altcoin, I would highly recommend you to do that over on Phemex, which is the first link down below in the video description. Phemex currently offers a huge 20% deposit bonus to my audience, only valid if you use my link down below. Keep in mind that Phemex is an A-book exchange, which puts them in the same category as your Bybit, your Binance, your Coinbases. So yeah, check it out, guys, if you're interested. Alternatively, you can also trade on AscendEX, which is the second link down below. No KYC required, huge deposit bonuses as well. Check it out if you're interested. For now, I want to thank you all for watching, for the amazing support. This was it for this video. I think we are getting very close to the end phase of this correction. Best case scenario, within 10 days, we could see the start of that next XRP pump. Worst case scenario, the whole month of October, sideways price action, slightly bearish momentum before eventually that next major move higher for XRP. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.